welcome back to my channel. My name is Tabitha, and what I like to do is do my makeup while telling you about a different myth from somewhere around the world. And since it's the start of spooky season, aka Halloween, aka October, because Halloween should last for the whole month, I've decided we're going to focus on jack-o'-lanterns. If you're ever curious about what I'm using on my face, I do leave it in the description box. That's right down there. Right there. There's a little arrow, you click it, it's there. So let's just jump into it. So let's talk jack-o'-lanterns. The use of large turnips and other gourds have been used as lanterns for centuries before jack-o'-lanterns were ever a thing. So where did they come from? Well, I'm going to tell you about an Irish and Scottish folktale about a character named Stingy Jack. One day, a man named Stingy Jack invited the devil out for a drink. Stingy Jack was known as kind of a drunken trickster in his village, and the devil, as we all know, doesn't like to have competition when it comes to trickery. Stingy Jack invited him to come have a drink with him, so they could talk terms. So when it comes time to pay, Jack decides that he doesn't want to pay, and he goes about trying to convince the devil to turn himself into a coin so that Jack can then pay with the devil coin, basically. And the devil agrees to this. He turns himself into a golden coin for Jack to use to pay for the drinks. Now, why the devil would do this? Who knows? But maybe he wanted a laugh. Maybe he wanted them to skip down the street laughing because they tricked the local bartender. Which, that would really suck, because bartenders work hard. Be nice to your bartenders. Anywho. So, the devil turns into this coin, and it's time for Jack to pay. Jack decides he's not going to pay with the devil coin. He puts the devil coin into his pocket. And what else is in his pocket? A silver cross. Because, of course, he's a trickster. Why would he just put it in his pocket? So the silver cross then prevents the devil from turning back into his true form. Now, Jack goes on about his life. He decides it's time to let the devil out, but he has strings. Just like any myth, folklore, or tale, there are always going to be strings, because why not? If you have the power, use the power. So he tells the devil, I'll let you out. You don't have to be a coin anymore. If you don't bother me for a whole year, and when I die, you can't claim my soul. Ooh. So the devil agrees to these terms. He agrees to not bother Jack for a whole year, and he won't claim his soul when he dies. So Jack lets him go, and the devil goes about his merry way, doing whatever it is he does, torturing people, hanging out with flames, chilling with demons. Now, when that year's up, he comes back for Jack. He comes and knocks, and he's like, all right, you played your trick, but now I'm gonna get you. When the devil comes back after the year, Jack is like, okay, it's been a year, you've held up your end of the deal, but can you do me a favor? And for some reason, the devil's like, yeah, no problem. I guess they're, frenemies, or they have a mutual understanding of you trick me, I trick you. Who knows? So he asks the devil, can you get me a piece of fruit from the top of this tree? And so as the devil is climbing the tree, Jack, our very sly trickstery buddy, carves a cross into the trunk of the tree, which again prevents the devil from coming back down the tree. When the devil notices what Jack is doing, he's kind of like, hey, what up? Well, Jack, having now tasted the power he had over the devil with that first year, says, I'll let you out of this tree, but you can't bug me for 10 years. 10 years. That's like guaranteeing yourself 10 years of good luck. And not wanting to be stuck in the tree, understandably, the devil agrees to Jack's terms again. he just keeps getting tricked by Jack. I don't know. You'd think at one point he'd be like, no, Jack, no. I'm gonna pause the story here and attempt to do cute jack-o'-lantern eyeliner. So please bear with me. Whew. Getting the perfect eyeliner is so stressful, but this stuff is amazing. Eyeliner is done, and I'm going with the fact that no two jack-o'-lanterns are the same, like snowflakes, so one is allowed to be bigger than the other. Anyway, back to the story. So, the devil's stuck in a tree, and Jack is asking for 10 years of not being bothered by the devil, and devil's just chilling in this tree and he wants to do what devils do, so he agrees, and Jack crosses out the cross on the tree and the devil goes free. Soon after the devil gets out of the tree, our friend Jack passes away. And his soul goes up towards the heavens, and the heavens say hard pass. They don't want such a trickstery person up there. His soul then heads down towards hell. And in the most perfect FU, the devil refuses to claim Jack's soul because he made him agree to it all those years earlier, leaving Jack's soul to wander about restlessly. Now, the devil, not being the most horrible person, gives Jack a piece of burning coal to light his way through the night. That's a pretty nice thing to do. Jack takes the coal and places it inside of a carved turnip that he inside of a carved turnip. Oh my gosh. Places it inside of a carved turnip. He sears. Why do I keep saying sears? Oh my gosh. Okay. Jack takes the burning coal and places it inside of a carved turnip that he sees nearby, taking that turnip and using it as a lantern. And that is where we get the term jack-o'-lantern, stemming from his name and his creepiness of wandering through the night holding a lantern made of a turnip with his burning coal in it. Now, it was believed if you were wandering around late at night or just trying to get home and you saw a single light coming towards you, that was Jack of the Lanterns. And you wanted to get out of Dodge pretty quick. It was also, if you wanted to keep Jack away, to place a carved turnip or gourd with a scary face and put a light in it, and it would fend him off from your property. So that's kind of where the idea of jack-o'-lanterns come from, is trying to fend off the spirit from coming to get you. A lot of people use it as a tale of like, don't mess with the devil, you never know what's gonna happen. So that is the tale of our dear old friend Jack. But that is the story. And where the idea of putting a scary faced lantern out of a gourd or turnip came from. As I said, it is an Irish and Scottish folk tale. So when the Irish immigrated to the US, they brought this story and this idea along with them. But in the US, we don't have a lot of gourds and turnips laying around. We do have an abundance of pumpkins. So they took this idea and they put it in with the pumpkins instead of using turnips. And from there, it got adapted as part of our Halloween celebrations. If you've ever wondered where the idea of jack-o'-lanterns came from or why we carve them, that's the story. Thanks for hanging out with me today and learning about Jack and where jack-o'-lanterns come from. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up or hit that subscribe button, and stay tuned for more spooky October themed myths and stories. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks. Bye.